first known as the Meadowlands. EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. What a start.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll throw to begin with JaQ. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on second down, JaQ. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now a designed run with JaQ. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's four-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
18 Cardinal.
On first down, JaQ. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Head to 60. Head to 60. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Olsen Adebo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away.
It's one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve at.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This a 42-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Okay, ready? 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready? Nice.
Throwing right away is Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And mark him down up beyond the 30. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Pass complete to Neighbor. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 21. First down, Giants.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
At the 20-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. 18. Red. 7. Dragon 6. Buffalo 18.
Dart gonna throw it again. That's caught, and it's Cam Scalaboo. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and inches.
19 light, Bronco 80, 79 Bronco.
They'll run, and this is Cam Scalaboo. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
The 19-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Pass is caught by Olave. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Shuck. He's got his man. It's Hill. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, New Orleans.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing again, Shuck. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
19, Bronco 80.
Oh, and now movement up front, trying to get the defense to jump. One of the offensive linemen moved instead. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll indeed go, and it is Shuck. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9, and he's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and a yard.
Let's go. 19, 18. 79 Bronco. Check go.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Good blocking, and he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll start at the 2. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. He'll air one out for Palmer. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten the yards, but it will set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On first down, Dart. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
gain of 10 yards.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
That's another.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy. But if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
That one underneath to Scatteroo. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Dart going to throw here on second down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. Now it's going to be third down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Out of the gun, third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And the Saints are going to take possession.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Chuck looking to throw on first down. That one out wide for Kamara.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Chuck to throw on second down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Chuck. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
In motion is Hill. They'll go. And here's Chuck. That one caught Devon Vele. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs.
Ready? Let's go now.
A run straight ahead at Scatteroo. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
3rd and 11. Throwing. Dart. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And he will have a Giants first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He'll get that out to Scalaboo. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Giants first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll drop to throw. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, Dart. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Saints 3. Graham Gano to kick off.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Good coverage by the kicking team. It's out of bounds, shy of the 20. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw is shut. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
10 yards. That's good for a Saints. First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, New
In
Orleans.
motion is Hill. On first down, Chuck. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Saints first down.
Another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, this is Chuck. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Now, on second and long. Saints going to use their second timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here comes second down. To the air is Chuck. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
It's now third and 19.
From the gun, it's Chuck. Got it into the hands of Olave. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
In motion is Hill. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his man, that's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down. That was something else. Big pickup on fourth and long. And they get a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Saints.
Throwing again, Chuck. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Taysom Hill working free downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards. Here we go. First and goal.
19 tight. 19 tight. Tight. 70 Lions.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal. That's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.